never thought that this would ever happen to my child. He was being restrained with a man's belt. My name is Esmerelda. I'm the mother of Ryan Vegas. My son was diagnosed with autism at the age of 2.5. He was put in school just when, like, a day after he turned 3, because it was supposed to help him, but instead, like, everything went downhill. Instead of him progressing, he was falling behind on a lot of stuff. He usually, before he was in school, he was really happy. He was active. And luego ya, like, after, like, I enrolled him, after, like, a few months in, he was, like, just thrown. He had, like, eye bags, a lot of eye bags. He was restless. He didn't want to, like, interact with me. I feel like he saw me as a bad guy, because I was taking him every day, and it hurts me as a mother. I would drop him off, and I saw that he would, like, cry. But I would ask the teacher, like, why does he always cry at drop off? And they would always, like, pair with his autism, like, oh, he doesn't want to leave his home, like, who doesn't want to stay home? That's what they would tell me, and I never thought that this would ever happen to my child. He was being restrained with a man's belt. I think it was giving him, like, a lot of anxiety, because his nails were, like, to the very to the root. He would always fight him. I couldn't, like, put him in his high chair or in his car seat. I guess because he thought it was going to stay there for a while, because that's what they were doing to him at school. With that, like, he stopped eating, he stopped, like, interacting with us and stuff like that. He didn't want to participate in his therapy. They would put the man's belt around his waist with a normal chair. And with the footage, I saw that he was left unattended, because he eventually, like, he was wiggling around and he eventually fell. He fell and he was left unattended, like, in the floor for a while, crying. All while the teachers were there, no one even bothered to, like, pick him up or anything. So the principal from Emerelda had called me on a Friday, mentioning to me that there was an incident that was reported and that my child was being restrained. And I had told her, since when has this been happening? And she said, right now we can't go into detail. And she left it as that. And I wasn't, I don't know much about laws, but something in my head was like, because she tried to play it off as if it was for safety reasons why we did it, because child was jumping from the table. And I said, okay, right? So it didn't really click on my head until a few minutes later. I was like, wait, isn't it, like, illegal to, like, restrain a child or, like, anyone, right, against their rights, against their own will? So then I called back and I was like, just a quick question. How was my child restrained? How long? I need a incident report, because I don't think that's right. And she was like, we can't go into further detail, and she just left it as that. So the following Monday, I withdrew him from school because I was really uncomfortable with taking him back to school. The district police was there, and he had gone into further detail about what had happened. I requested the footage, and that's what I saw, that Ryan was doing absolutely nothing. He was just in the carpet, sitting down in front of a projector, and that's when the teacher got him, sat him down. He didn't fight it because he doesn't know when someone's gonna cause him harm. Even though they were restraining him, like, that's still causing him harm, especially because he fell off the chair. That's when he sat down. Everything was going fine. Yeah, when he wanted to get out, the teacher was like, her weight was against Ryan and the table. I feel like no one has been held accountable, not the teachers, no one that saw the administration, no one. And I feel like that's not fair, like, towards Ryan, because they were like, he was slowly shutting down. He was shutting down. And I just want justice for him, and I just want, like, I know absolutely nothing's gonna bring back the tears that he's, like, gone through, or the trauma that he's gone through, but I feel like someone should be held accountable. And if I could say anything to anyone who's, like, responsible for, like, changing this law, I wouldn't want them to put themselves in our shoes, because I don't wish that upon them. like, even though I wasn't the one being restrained, I feel like a, like I failed him. Like I failed him when I was supposed to be there. Like I was supposed to like take him to school because I thought like that would help him, it would be beneficial for him, but like it didn't. So I wish that this law could really change because I don't want no kid to go through this.